been a long time since I've made another vlog. I just want to do like a quick one because it's just like popped up in my head. I'm recording on my phone instead of my camera because I thought about this while I was at work. I just left. First time I got a haircut. Got that about a week ago. And yeah, it's just been so hot. And I could not handle all that heat that was on my head. So yeah, let's talk about thrift stores. Thrift stores and game stores, like secondhand game stores. I'm not gonna say specifically who or like what companies. GameStop. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Yeah. Not game stores, but thrift stores. When it comes to like things that are kind of still popular today, like VHS tapes are still popular. I mean, to me they are. A lot of thrift stores will just mark up VHS tapes, no matter what tape it is. I mean, it could be like, what's a bad movie? I don't know, like some like really old like Western movie, or like some like sports like clips put together, or like funny animal news, like where like like bloopers of like news channels. It's just anything. They'll mark them up like super high. Well, like super high in the sense of like they'll mark them up like $2, which is really expensive to like for a VHS tape. No, unless it's like something like I don't know. Like I know like Tales of the Quad Dead Zone is like really expensive because it's super rare. Now if it's like something like that, usually you're gonna find that online. They're gonna like be up there. Or I guess like the movie It would kind of be like $2 or more online. But just like VHS tapes in general, some like you'll find them in thrift stores, and they'll be expensive. Now, like generally, what I find from the local ones that I go through, or I used to go to a lot, they'll have their VHS tapes like 10 cents. 10 cents. The most that I have seen that I go to locally will maybe be like 25 cents. But like most I've seen is like $2. Like in person, like I've seen them go up to $2. And some people will be like, well, it's just $2. Well, I also usually get a lot of them at a time. So yeah, that's kind of the problem, man. Because I mean, if I have like, if I get like 10 tapes, well, I'm spending $20 on 10 tapes. And video games. Video games are pretty expensive. Like a lot of thrift stores. Well, I haven't really come across this. I've seen a lot of pictures like on Facebook. Sorry, my hand's in the way. I've seen a lot of pictures on Facebook of like people going to the thrift stores, and they'll find just like any like N64 game, and they'll mark them up like really high. Like say like Super Mario 64. You might find it in a thrift store. Lucky you. But what thrift stores do, and what game stores do too, is they'll go on eBay and they'll look up the price of what that game is going for, and they'll mark it the same amount of price. and not even like make it go down. And even then, if they make it go down just like by a little bit, it's still a lot. A thrift store is supposed to be like, hey, we have a bunch of stuff, we're gonna sell it for you, we're gonna sell it to you for like super cheap. So yeah, that's just kind of like just irritating. No, I've seen like Switch games at thrift stores go for super cheap, because like a game that would be like $40 is like $20 or less. I've seen them go for like $15. So that's the problem with secondhand game stores. GameStop is always just horrible. GameStop is like just like a couple dollars below what you would pay for brand new. So I don't know where that logic goes to, because I mean, if it's like a new game and they're still selling, then I could see it being like full price. But I'm talking about if it's something like something that nobody even cares about, just some really bad game, and it's like $60, they'll still market like $60 or like maybe just a couple dollars less. And yeah, I hated this so much. This really irritated me. I went to this game store, and it was supposed to be like pretty big, and it's located inside this huge thrift store, and they had, and it was pretty nice. It was pretty big. They had a lot of cool stuff. Had a lot of stuff that people are looking for. Just stacks of games. And they didn't have prices on them. All of them didn't have prices on them. And a lot of they also had like stereo systems. And I like, when it comes to like audio, I like really, really nice audio. I like it to be really clear. Obviously, I'm not doing any justice by using my my iPhone and using the iPhone microphone. But at least it's not like an Android. Some shade to you Android users, which I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really don't like Apple so much. I'd rather have an Android. But if I go back to like using something that's not an iPhone, I mean, I'd go back to a flip phone if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. So there's that little thing. But back to my little game store video, or not video, but topic. They didn't have any prices on the games, and there was a bunch of like the same games. I mean, there was like stacks of like Mario 64, stacks of the golden cartridge, Zelda. I mean, so much stuff, and they had just like the same stuff, but a lot of it. Really nice games, really popular games, and every time I saw a game that I really wanted, or I thought would be really interesting, I'd be like looking for the price. No, they didn't have a price. I'd be like, so I had to constantly bug this guy, hey, how much is this? And then he'd pull out his phone, and I knew exactly what he was doing. He went straight to eBay and looked at the prices. And I've like kind of like memorized like prices of games that I want on eBay. So I'd be like, all right, well, Mario, about like $50, I think. I can't remember. I'll just say $50. I'd be like, okay, well, it's $50 on eBay. Let me see how much it is here. So I'll be asking him, how much is Mario 64? Oh, let me look real quick. Goes to eBay. $50. Okay. So you're selling a copy of Mario 64, and you have hundreds upon hundreds of copies. you'd probably be dead by the time that you sell out of these things. And you're gonna sell me that for $50? That is crazy how, I mean, I really hate that people go to eBay and they look up the prices. And now it's like just it leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. Every time I see something like games and they don't have prices on them, I already know exactly what's gonna happen. How much is this? Let me check real quick. And they pull up their phone and they pull up eBay. I hate that so much. And it really does suck because gaming, like playing old games, has gotten really popular over the years. Or not, like over the years. I guess like during COVID, that kind of like played a part into it. And not just COVID, but like people getting their stuff graded. And, you know, some company that does like the grading is gonna be like, we'll give this like a 9 rating. And it'll be like, oh, okay, that means that I can sell this for $2,000. And the thing is, somebody's gonna sell that for $2,000 or $10,000. However much is listed, somebody's gonna buy it because they have nothing better but to just spend all of their money on something that you can't, and a lot of people won't even just like play it. They'll just have it. And I like to have stuff that, and like something nice and just like have it, but I also use a lot of my stuff. If I have a really nice game, which I have a couple of really nice games and that are in really good condition, I still play them because it still has a lot of value to me. But that's just like something that I've not really liked to see, is like stuff being sealed up and then never used. Like VHS tapes, for instance. A lot of like really nice, like, I guess on the left, really like nice condition VHS tapes, and it's still sealed, or even records, and people would just like keep it sealed. I guess people don't really understand that over time that seal is just going to compress it more and more and more. Like, and going back to like records, that seal is going to crush that cover and the disc. So I don't see why people like just keep stuff sealed. Like, just if you're gonna have it, use it. And if you just want to have it, whatever. Anyway, my freaking hand is covering the camera. That's just my take on it. I mean, you might have a different take on it. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I hate when thrift stores and secondhand game stores go to eBay to sell their stuff for the same price as eBay. It's really annoying, and I hate having to keep asking somebody, how much is this? How much is this? Because then they're gonna get an attitude with me, being like, hold on, let me check real quick. And it's happened a lot. It happens so much. And I'm like, well, you know, you're kind of doing this to yourself because you won't price your stuff. And if you're gonna go to eBay and look at the prices, then at least have it marked onto the game. Not like mark with like a marker, but like have like a sticker and put on the plastic. That's also another thing I want to talk real quick, is like, just have it marked so I don't have to keep asking you. Because I know you're getting irritated. I'm getting irritated because I'm having to keep asking. But then they'll just tell me, oh, you looked at eBay, and I'm just gonna walk away. I'm not gonna waste your time. You're not gonna waste my time, I'm not gonna waste your time. So, stickers. I hate this so much. Thrift stores mainly do this. Game stores kind of have like care, and they'll like not do this. But I hate it when thrift stores will put a sticker on the game cover, like on the paper, like in 64 cartridges. They'll put a fat sticker, and it'll be like a bunch of stickers just laid over top of each other too. They'll put a fat sticker of the price right on the label. I hate that so much. I think there's like ways you can get them off without damaging the cover too much, but it really does take some patience, and sometimes it's not even that easy, because there'll be stuff that's like just caked on there. It's just engraved into the paper at that point. I know like Blockbuster was really bad about doing that. They put like stickers on the game cover. Now if it's like a case, like a Xbox case, then yeah, you can put it on the plastic covering, but not like the actual artwork. I've been going for about 16 minutes, so I'm gonna leave it off here. Yeah, thank you for enjoying. I don't even know what vlog number I'm on. I'll have to figure that out whenever I'm uploading this. And yeah, I'll see you then.